guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be my favorites for the month, and I'm super excited because I have a lot to share with you guys. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Shabria Glowed, and don't forget to like and subscribe to become a part of the Glowed family. I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's just get right. I don't know, I'm kind of liking the red. I think I like red better than black, but let's just get into it. First, let's start with all my favorites for the month, and then we will get into the ones that I didn't really like that much this month. But this foundation that I'm about to show you guys, when I first tried it, I didn't really like it. I felt like I didn't get enough coverage out of it. But like after I had put on all the rest of my makeup, I really ended up liking this foundation and the look that it gives. It gives you just like this healthy glow to the skin. And I'm wearing it today, and that's the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation Brightening Complex. Mine's in the shade, what shade am I? DW2, that's what it says. But this is the packaging of it. I love this foundation. I love it's like a high-end packaging, but it's only $12.99. And this foundation, you do have to build it up a little bit, but other than that, after you build it up and put all your other products on your face, it just looks so smooth, so flawless. I don't get any creasing anywhere on my face. Like, I love the way this foundation makes my skin look. I love it. It gives me like this healthy glow. I love this better than the CoverGirl Healthy foundation that they have as well, but this one's just a really great foundation. And I even find myself wearing it without putting bronze or highlight when I go to work. I'll put this on and it just looks so good, and it stays on my face all throughout the day, and I'm just in love with it. Another foundation that I found myself really liking this month is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint Foundation. It in the shade Honey 85. I love this foundation as well. When you first put it on, it seems like it doesn't have a lot of coverage, but it is buildable. Same with the Physicians Formula foundation. It's also very buildable. It doesn't look cakey. I love this foundation. It also gives you like a healthy look, and it comes with this super big wand, which reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape. Also from the drugstore, it's super affordable, and it really leaves you having this glowy look, healthy skin. And I've been on that lately. Like, that's what I've been really loving lately, is a foundation that'll give me like this healthy glow to my skin, and I've been loving this. And also, this really doesn't break me out, neither does the Physicians Formula, but it's Neutrogena is an acne brand, so if you do have acne, you should definitely pick this up. It's definitely buildable. I love it. Also, what other foundation do I really love? It is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have been loving this as well. It gives me a healthy glow. This one I don't have to build up at all. It's super full coverage for me. I love this foundation, and it leaves my skin looking so smooth. Definitely, if you don't have this foundation, you should definitely go pick it up because it's so great. It's such a great foundation. All right, the next foundation that I really love too this month is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. It's up to 24-hour color and wear, and it's comfort and transfer resistant. What shade am I in? I am in the shade, it doesn't say, but I will find out what shade I'm in and definitely let you know. This is like $40, and I was super skeptical about getting this at first when it first came out, and like I recently purchased it and I tried it out, and it's so full coverage. I love this. The little bit of this foundation goes a super long way. I'm super glad that I picked this up, and I definitely wear this foundation when I feel like I have a lot of breakouts and I want to cover them up. This definitely does the job. And last but not least, I know there's a lot of foundations this month. I've just been loving so many. That is the e.l.f. foundation. It's like $6 on their website. I forgot I think it's like their natural finish foundation. This foundation is so good for $6. It's so full coverage. It's just, I love it. It also gives you a healthy glow to your skin. The Lancome one is matte, definitely, but this one's really, I love this foundation. It just looks so good. You don't have to build this up, honestly. It looks really good with just one layer, and I definitely have been loving this. Ever since I did my one brand e.l.f. tutorial, I've been really loving foundations, but I've just been loving so many this month. For primer though, primers that I've been loving, I love the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. This primer is so good. With me having dry skin, when I put this on, it just smooths my skin and it gives like a really smooth base for my foundation to go on. Been really loving this. I also love the Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer. I love these two together. This combo just, it makes my skin so smooth, and my foundation looks flawless after I apply this. And of course, you know, I use my Smashbox Primer Water. That's nothing new. And then the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist as well. I use this too, and I love this under my makeup and over my makeup. It just looks really great. It gives you like this really dewy look. And this, sometimes I use this and I won't use my Smashbox Primer Water because I honestly feel like they give me the same effect. But I really love this. It's a super great primer mist. And the only thing I don't like about the spray is just like so harsh. That's the only thing. It's really harsh. But I've been loving those. That's my combo, my go-to combo when I put on foundation or I put on any type of makeup. Next, let's talk about eyeshadow. I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes that I really like. But the first one I want to talk about is the Makeup Revolution collab with Sophie X. This eyeshadow palette has 24 eyeshadows in it. It wasn't that, I think it was like $15 or $20. And these eyeshadows, in my opinion, work so well. This is my go-to palette when I want like a gold smoky look. I have it on my eyes today, if you can't tell, if you can't see them. But this eyeshadow palette is so great. I love, love, love these eyeshadows. They're just amazing. Like the gold shade looks so nice. I've been using this. This is like my go-to palette, as I already said. These colors just look so amazing on your lid, and I just love them. Like even the mattes, like the mattes. Oh, there we go. The mattes and everything looks so nice. I've been really loving this eyeshadow palette. If you don't have this, you should definitely pick it up. They blend out effortlessly. I've seen some reviews of people who say that they blend out patchy, but that hasn't been a problem with me. Like at first when I used these two eyeshadow palettes, I didn't like them. They didn't blend. Like I used a really chocolate brown to put in my outer V, and it just was not working for me. And I thought I would never use these palettes again, and that is the Milani Most Loved Matte and the Milani Bold Obsession palettes. These are both $20 each. And after playing around with them more, I do like these palettes a lot. I feel like I just had a little bad luck. I don't know. Maybe it was because I used the eyeshadow brush that had some other type of eyeshadow on it. But now these eyeshadow palettes are like really great, especially coming from the drugstore. You don't really find really good eyeshadow palettes. But these here are so great. I love the shimmers. I love the mattes. The shimmers are so creamy in my opinion. They just look so good. Like these are just these are so nice. Like you can, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. But I really love these eyeshadow palettes too. I'm so glad that I used them again instead of just throwing them away in my drawer like I would usually do. But these are so great. You should definitely pick these up. They are a little pricey, but they're definitely worth it. Ready with me with this palette, and oh my gosh, I fell in love with it. This is another one of my go-to eyeshadow palettes. It's the Morphe 24G palette. This is a awesome palette. When I want like my go-to pink smoky eye, I use this palette. I've only played around with like the pink colors and the gold shimmers, but this palette is great. It was only $23, and I definitely think that this is worth it in my opinion. It's just a great eyeshadow palette, and the pans are so big. You should never run out of these eyeshadows. I love this palette. You should definitely go pick another eyeshadow palette that I saw on Instagram that I just had to get, and that was the Ace Beauty Quintessential eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, you guys. This palette is so pigmented. The eyeshadows are amazing. I definitely love the packaging. It's so pretty. I love gold, you guys. If you've been following me since the beginning, you know I love gold. But, oh, This palette is amazing. The shimmers are very pigmented. They pop. You don't have to use no Fix Plus, no nothing with this, because this works good on its own. You should definitely get this palette. It is, I think, $38, but it's definitely worth it. You should definitely pick this up. I recently ordered a bunch of stuff from ColourPop, and I found myself using this palette, and because it reminds me of the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, and I don't have it, so I was like, And that's the QAF palette, I think. No, it's the Yes Please palette. It's on the back. It has the names on the back. These colors are so pretty. They're so warm tone, and it was like super affordable. And I really like this palette when I want just like a really warm, summery, glowy look. I'll use this palette. I think it's a very nice palette. I just wish that the names came, I don't know, it's just bougie, so I would wish the names would come in the palette, not on the back, but I really do like shine on a lot of foundations. But those are like my favorite parts of makeup, is foundation and eyeshadow. But not last, sorry guys. But next is the, let's talk about bronzers. So the first bronzers palette that I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Contour Palette in the shade Deep. When I use this in my e.l.f. One Brand tutorial, I really loved this palette. The shades in here are really great. You can mix in, and then this was like a really highlighty shade that I thought was really cute. I used this as a highlight in my palette, in my video, I think. But these shades blend so good, and like you don't have no trouble blending these out, and I really like this palette, and it's super travel friendly. Like, this is so small, you can just put this in your small makeup bag and use this, because these bronzers look so great on the skin. Let's see what else. The Profusion Pro Contour Kit, I really love this. It reminds me of the Kat Von D one, but these blend out so good as well. I love the banana shade. I use it to brighten under my eyes when I don't necessarily want to use concealer. I use this palette. All these shades look really nice. If I use the deepest one, I mix it with this one, because I find this one's a little too deep, but I definitely feel like you should go pick this out. I think this is like $12 at TJ Maxx, but they also sell Profusion at Target. This is a really great brand that you should really go out and buy if you don't. Two bronzers that have been like my ride or die bronzers, and that first one is the NYX Matte Bronzer. I love this bronzer. Like, it's such a nice color, and I used to use this every single day, but I still use it. I'm wearing it today. It looks so nice. I love it, and it just looks so smooth. It gives you like this really, I don't know, like chocolatey, like not chocolate, but like milk chocolate, like lighter chocolate than just chocolate. But I love this, and it kind of smells like chocolate. It's like got that subtle chocolate. I really love this. It was like maybe $10, and this is like one of my ride or die bronzers. And the next one, you probably already know, is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh my gosh, you guys. I not only love the smell, but this blends out really nice as well. I use this on to bronze too, you know. But this is such a great bronzer. I just hate how it does this. But I can smell this all day long. Like, it smells so good. It's so pigmented, and I just love this as a bronzer. Like, this is my other ride or die bronzer, and it's so smooth. Oh, so smooth, so smooth, so smooth. And when I don't really want to do an eyeshadow look, I will just pop some of this in my crease, you know, just to give it a little something something. But I love this bronzer. If you don't have this, but you probably should, please go pick this up. If you don't pick up anything outside of this video, you need to go get the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It'll change your life. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but oh my gosh, these three highlighters just give me life. Like, I love my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, but I also love the Physicians Formula Butter highlighters. I have 3 of them. I have one in rose gold, pink rose, and Physicians Formula, the one in champagne. I have a mixture of champagne and pink rose on my face today, and these are great. They're so creamy. They're so butter. Like when you put your finger in it, you're like, oh my gosh, what is that? Like you don't expect that. It's just so like, that's the champagne one. The rose gold one is super pretty as well. Like these are just so great. I love these. And don't get me wrong about the smell either. The smell is just great. Like you see those? Those are so pretty. I love these highlighters. I find myself reaching more for these highlighters than I do my Amrezy one by Anastasia. I still love my Anastasia one too, but I just feel like these, just the smell makes your face smell good. I don't know. I just really love these. They were, I think like maybe $10 or $12. I don't know. I think I'm lying. I'll find out and put it down below. But these are such great highlighters from the drugstore. I even like these better than the Maybelline Master Chrome ones. These are just so great. I love the smell as well. So maybe that's what it is too. The smell just closes the deal for me. But these are just such great highlighters. Like I have one for whatever look that I want because these just look so great. I love these highlighters. I also have really been enjoying the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighter Powder. This is such a great like goldy, bronzy highlighter. It's like it is very like shiny. It's not shiny, but it's really intense, but you can definitely do a subtle look with this one. And when I want a more subtle highlight, I go with this because just a little bit of it will just look so natural and so like toned down on any skin tone in my opinion. I really like this highlighter. All right, let's talk about blushes. The first blush I want to talk about is the NYX Ombre Blush in Nude to Me. This is one of my ride or die blushes as well. It's so pretty. I just swirl my brush in here and use this. I have it on my face today. The next one, you probably already know what it is. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. Oh my gosh. This smells so good as well. I just love the smell of the Physicians Formula Butter products. This one's in Vintage Rouge. Yeah, I'm also in this too. I just use a little bit of both, but it smells so good. And it's like, I love that all of their products just are so smooth to the touch. I don't know what these are, but I wish they wouldn't put them in there. These are so, I don't know. I'll never use that, but these are so nice. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. One last blush would be the Milani Baked Blush. I really like this. Like, I feel like when I use this, oh, another little thing just fell out. Oh well, it's just a little applicator that comes with it. I love how it comes with this little mirror too. But like this also not only like gives you blush on your cheeks, but it kind of gives you a little subtle highlight, and I love this as well. I just wish it smelled good. Oh no, did I just put some on my nose? I did. Wow. But I love this as well. The smell would really help. But it's a really great, super pigmented blush as well. I love Milani products. They're so nice. That's the first like makeup products that I started using when I started getting into makeup was Milani. And to this day, I still love that Conceal and Perfect foundation. Oh my gosh, it's so great, you guys. My favorite powders from this month would have to be the Milani Conceal and Perfect powder. I have the shade Beige. This, if I'm using a foundation that doesn't have a lot of coverage, I will put this on over the foundation, and it gives the foundation itself a lot more coverage, and I find that I can use this to build up a foundation if I don't feel like me using another layer will work. I always use this. And another powder that I really like is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is a great loose powder. I love this powder. It's so great. I'm in the shade Medium Deep. I feel like I kind of got, I should go up a shade lighter, but I still love this powder. Like, to just put on the rest of my face when I've already baked and everything. This is such a great finishing powder. It doesn't leave like that cast of like loose powder does most of the time. But this powder is great. I love it. I'll probably get like one of the lightest shades to use as a baking because I love this powder. Maybelline really did that when they came out with this powder. And one more powder that I'm really loving lately is the Rimmel Stay Matte. It's a translucent powder, and I usually don't like them because they leave a white cast, but this one is really great. I really love this powder. I think it was like maybe $7 or $8, but Rimmel did that with this. I really like this a lot. I forgot one blush, and that's the e.l.f. blush, Matte Blush Duos. I love this blush. I didn't use it today, but it's like super pigmented. I use this one. It is super pigmented. If you use this blush, you just need the tiniest amount. But like if you do use too much, it blends out fine. But this is such a great blush. I think this was like maybe $6 on their website. It was so great, you guys. And the only things that I really want to talk about now are my non-favorites, because I had some products that I didn't really like. And the first one I'm going to start out with is the Maybelline Master Bronze and Highlight palette. This isn't a new thing, but I have been on the fence about getting it, and I purchased it. And I used these two shades, these right here. I mixed them and I put them on my face, and nothing showed up. And I was kind of confused, and then I tried to build it up, and nothing ever came out of these. So I don't know, maybe I got a wrong batch or something, but this didn't show up on me at all, and I was kind of confused. So I was like, now I'll pass on this one. Another bronzing powder that I didn't like at all, that was the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. It says for darker skin. I used this and nothing showed up. I was confused. I was like, and then I tried to build it up. This is in the shade Sunny, and this still didn't work. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more, but in my opinion, this isn't for darker skin, even though it says it's for darker skin. Because like when you put your hand in it, you barely see it. I mean, you can barely see that. So I don't know. I'll continue to play around with it, but I just feel like you don't get any color payoff on your face when you put this on. So it's a definite no for me for these two, but I'm gonna definitely keep playing around with them to see if I can get some type of... I love my banana powders, I do. Oh, I didn't talk about my... Well, for a favorite, that would be the Milani banana powder in 03. This powder is amazing. When you put this on your eyes, it brightens so much. It doesn't leave a cast. It doesn't make your under eyes look textured. I definitely love this powder. You should definitely go pick it up if you're in the market for a banana powder. It's such a great powder. But one that is not great, in my opinion, is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. I got this from Ulta. This was the only banana powder shade, and it says it's supposed to, the natural heat from your body will cook the powder over base foundation. I'll probably insert the clip because I didn't even post that video because it just looked awful, but I'll probably insert that clip of this this banana powder. It did not want to wipe away. Banana powder didn't wipe away at all. I don't know. I even used some of my Milani banana powder to try to, and it worked a little bit, but after like my entire full face of everything, you could still see the banana powder, this banana powder, and I didn't like it. I'm still gonna return this because I don't know, maybe I got the wrong shade, but this is the only shade they had. I don't like this banana powder. I don't even think it's banana powder. I don't know what it is, but no. Another loose powder that I don't like is the Maybelline Master Fix by Face Studio. It's a translucent powder, but this powder, unlike the Rimmel Stay Matte one, left a super white cast under my eyes. I even tried to just like pat it in, not bake with it, and it still did that. I don't know what else to do about this powder, but I don't like it. It's just, I don't know. I really wanted to love this powder, I really did. But maybe I'll play around with it a little bit more to see if I can get it to work. I'll use it with different foundations, but I don't know. It just didn't work. I love Flower Beauty's lipsticks. I love their eyeshadows. But one thing I don't like is this Flower Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder. This as well left a super white cast under my makeup. Like, it's not even kind of on camera because it's so white. But like, it left a white cast, and I don't like white casts at all. Like, I just feel like it doesn't look good. And the other one, I was like a perfecting powder. I think I just got the wrong shade, but even this made my foundation super cakey. I use this with my Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, and it's still, it made that foundation look super cakey, and that foundation never looks cakey. So this is definitely a pass for me. What else is there? Two foundations that I just not a big fan of this month was the Neutrogena Nourishing Longwear Makeup. I don't know. This was super heavy on my skin, super cakey, super drying, and I already have dry skin. It creased a lot on my skin. And I really wanted to love this because it said longwear makeup, because I wanted to be able to wear this to work. But I'm gonna keep playing around with it, but I don't think I will be I'm not a real big fan right now. It was $12.99. I really want to love this foundation. So I'm going to try with different primers to see if I can really get it to work. And another foundation that I really wanted to love because I like the old formula of this one, that's the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation. I don't like this. Maybe it's a new formula with the new packaging, but I don't like this one. It's not the same. It smells the same. It's just not the same foundation. That the one with the red bottle, you know what I'm talking about? It's the one that had the red. It was a great full coverage foundation from the drugstore that was like $6. And I loved it. I used to wear that one every day when I was in high school because it was such a great foundation. But this one, I'm not a big fan of. I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. It gave me major creasing around my mouth area. It just didn't look the best on my nose. It just looked really weird. But I'm going to keep playing around with it just to see if I liked it. I'm pretty sure it won't. One thing from e.l.f. that I didn't like were these little like glitter things. There's like one in rose gold. It just didn't show up on my eyelids. Looked really funny, but all right, that is it for the April favorites. That is it for the April favorites. I don't know why I can't say my words today, but thank you so much for watching my video. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and like the video so you can become a part of the Glow family. I love you guys. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.